Where is Chiron last? Now, his last video was a silent one, represented only by the period. I almost want to interpret that after 7 days have passed and he hasn't posted another video of his yet. I actually, when I first saw that period and in just silence, I interpreted it as the end. That he was going to be embarking on his journey. Probably very soon, if not already. Now, Chiron, if you get this message, if you listen to it, we would all love to hear from you. I know myself, I look forward to your messages. Your teachings have really opened up my mind and my heart. And reminded me of what is true here. Reminded me of the capacity of the heart and how much I can hold in my heart. And yeah, and it is our responsibility to help each other find the heart within, to get out of that ego, to get out of the mind. The ego steals people, holds people in prison. That is, I always refer to that as a consciousness prison is what this is here. As long as you believe in external validation, constant acquiring of material crap, and abusing Earth and others as well as yourself, you perpetuate this pattern of destruction and demise of the consciousness prison camp here on Earth. You keep Satan alive because that is all Satan's work is: destruction, demise, pain, suffering. And that is not a natural human characteristic. That is not why humanity as a whole is here. And to truly unplug from the matrix is to let all of that go and realize what is important in your heart. What holds the most value to you? Really? Does getting the coolest or latest iPhone and so you can throw the other one away and goes into the freaking earth, just like all your other crap? Just give it to Earth so I don't have to get it out of my life, so I don't have to see it. It's just junk now. Give it to Earth. The junk monster will eat it. Well, that's not true. Don't you hurt for Earth? Earth is not of an infinite resource for you to use and abuse and violate at your will, at your whim, on your every entitled impulse. Get a grip. That ocean and this earth is also mine. Those animals are also mine. They're also your neighbors. They're also your brothers and sisters. Learn to love yourself. And within that self-love, you'll discover you have a heart. And you'll understand what the heart vision truly is. Just as Chiron says, the only love is self-love. And that is 5,000% true. If you can't love yourself, you can't love anything else. You can certainly conceptualize the idea of love and say the words as if you really mean them, but there's no feeling in those words. Trust me, I know, I've been there. I've gone around saying I love you, but for some reason, when I was younger and really wounded and unhealed, I wanted so badly to be of love. I mean, truly, I've always loved Earth and took care of Earth, but people were a challenge for me. Humans, just to let that guard down, break through the barrier of the onion layers of the wounds, of the trauma. So, and you know, and I've met some beautiful people that inspired me and kept me on the right path. Although granted, I always fell off that damn path. But those were learning experiences for me. I've faltered many times. But I was never an animal abuser, child abuser, or an earth abuser. And eventually, you know, I've met so many people that loved me, like, wholeheartedly and unconditionally, and really believed in my integrity. And I couldn't reciprocate. I felt like my heart was frozen. And in fact, people have said that. Your heart's frozen, just like the song. So, through the years, you know, I had to unpeel that onion and spend a lot of time in solitude, in reflection, and digging deep into myself, and to see where my triggers are, and to make the connection of that trigger to a wound, and hurt over it, feel that pain that I didn't get to feel the comfort and the security within myself while I am experiencing that pain a minute, and release it, let it go. And now that you have this full understanding, after I've done that, I had a full understanding of certain reactions. I would have patterns of reactions, and I reprogram myself that way, and I recommend that to anyone and everyone. No one's going to heal you but you, and no one's going to give you permission to do so. You have to take it, just like your freedoms. Take your freedom, because as long as you're walking around wounded, constantly triggered, and living in the reptilian brain, constantly activated, and just living to survive, you are imprisoned. You are not living. You're just here going through the motions. So it's so important to heal your wounds. And, you know, I mean, I wish I could wave a magic wand and everybody's pain be gone, but that's not how it works. And just as Chiron always says, the gate to heaven is very narrow. And that is the journey, is the healing journey to the heart. And when you can reach that point, you know you're on the right path. And you always know what's important to you. It is so hard for me these days to want to be in the slave system. and want to sign contracts for anything. And I'm just so burned out on this game. It's just, I've never liked it ever since I was a kid, watching my parents suffer. My dad worked so hard, and I just hurt for him. Having to go do this bullshit work for a little bit of money, but what a man, to take care of his family, to take care of his responsibilities. He did that. I love that man so much, but it made me hurt for him a lot. And I wished I could have, I don't know, I wished I could have, changed it for him somehow. And unfortunately, we're here at that point that the system needs to collapse. It needs to be broken down and dismantled, deconstructed, and because this is the wrong vision. Pain, suffering, destruction, demise, oppression, depression. None of that is necessary in order to be. And each one of us has to realize that within ourselves. We all need to discover our own heart. Hopefully through inspiration from others. Hopefully I inspire at least one person out there to go through the process of healing wounds and releasing junk, releasing the stuff that stands in the way, that keeps you protected in a state of comfort within your own ego. When you realize that you don't need that because you have this other powerful energy exuding from you, your ego and all that trigger shit, and you see right through it. You just see right through it, and then you start seeing right through other people's behaviors too. I mean, it's important not to attack them, but if you have to defend yourself, that is completely understandable. But it makes it easier to see and sympathize for other people when you could see their pain by their reactions, and it's easier to sympathize at that point. So, Chiron, if you're out there, I'd love to hear from you. You are loved, and we are thinking of you always. I hope you're safe. I hope everyone is safe. I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.